Call this meeting of the House Appropriations Committee back to order. All right, back to our agenda. We also have Senate Bill 160, which also has an amendment, and Senate Bill 315, which has an amendment. Committee Executive Director, please provide a brief overview of those bills.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have Senate Bill 160, which provides for general fund appropriations for fiscal year 25-26. We have Senate Bill 315, which amends the public school code by providing funding distributions related to the 25-26 budget and provides for numerous policy changes. So ends the agenda, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Chairman calls up House Bill 160. Senate Bill 160 is now before us. Senate Bill 160 has an amendment, Amendment A01873. Amendment A01873 is now before us. That is my amendment. And therefore, now before the committee is this amendment, A01873. Is there any discussion on the amendment?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, we have a member who would like to be recognized, Representative Krupa.
General is in order. Representative, I don't think the mic is on.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This budget is 100 days late, and I have been as strong as advocate as anyone that Senate Bill 160 be brought up and pushed to a floor vote. We're overdue. We have not been doing our job. Our most fundamental job in government is to pass a budget, and we have failed the people of the Commonwealth in this respect. But the fact of the matter is, as a rank and file member of the House of Representatives, less than 40 minutes ago, we were given a 118-page amendment with a $50 billion plus budget. I represent almost 64,000 people. They deserve, at a minimum, that I have an opportunity to actually read what I'm voting on. That's impossible for me, and I don't know any of the members of the House that could read 118 pages. If there's somebody, forgive me. But that gives no time for public input, for review from key stakeholders, the very agencies that are desperate for this funding. It gives them no opportunity to review and comment and allow feedback. And for those reasons, as much as it pains me, I'm going to be a no, and I would encourage all of my fellow members to be a no as well. Thank you.
Thank the gentlelady. Are there any other comments?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, as was stated, we are at the 100-day mark of this current budget process. I think that while I am glad to see that the number proposed has been reduced, I still have concerns. Again, as was mentioned, we did just receive this 40 minutes ago. It is very difficult for us to truly process what is in this amendment. So, at this time, all Republicans will be voting in the negative on the amendment to Senate Bill 160. Senate Bill 160 could move forward as is and fund these much-needed entities in county government and other entities. But I think, really, to be frank, we need to continue good faith negotiations. I believe that we were close. Chairman and I have spoken on several occasions. I think that this is the next step. We are getting close, and I think the people need to understand that discussions have been occurring. You know, we have been trying to reach common ground, and I think this gets us closer, but it is not there yet. This is not an agreed-to product, and again, I understand that it's 100 days in, but we cannot, in good conscience, support this at this point in time. I will say, however, House Republicans at the committee level and within our caucus remain committed to working with all parties to achieve a product that we can all agree to. And I think that we are getting closer, but this is not it. And so therefore, all Republicans will be voting in the negative on the amendment to Senate Bill 160.
Thank you, gentlemen. Any other comments? Seeing none, I do want to correct the record. It was not 40 minutes ago. I just saw the email. What's the timestamp on it? It was 1:27 when the document was sent. That respectfully, that's not my fault. It was sent over. Not only was it sent over, it was discussed that this was happening. This is not a surprise. What is a surprise is that it's been 100 days since the Senate Republican caucus shutdown of this government. What is a surprise is that there are folks in this building who think that it's okay for school districts to take out loans to pay their staff. What is a surprise is that there are folks in this building that think it's okay for direct care workers who are taking care of the most vulnerable Pennsylvanians to see those direct care workers being furloughed because they cannot be paid because our organizations aren't receiving resources. What is a surprise is that folks are willing to see the infrastructure of our government start to crumble for reasons that are beyond the actual policies that are before us. Now, I will not speak on the reasoning for any of the members of this committee. The chairman and I have had many good conversations, and I believe the chairman is a good man. I have nothing negative to say about him as a person. What I will say is that it's 100 days. This has to stop. There is going to come a time, and I'm going to be honest, not in my city, not in my school district. We just took out $1.5 billion loan to pay our teachers. Our teachers will be paid. But in many places in rural Pennsylvania, that's not represented by myself and many of the members in this committee on this side of the room, they won't be able to pay their teachers. That is not conjecture, that is not hyperbole, that is fact. Money is running out. Folks won't be able to pay their teachers. There are counties right now who were in my office earlier this week because direct care workers taking care of our seniors, taking care of our children with intellectual disabilities are being furloughed today. It is over, guys. The time is up. The governor wanted 51.6 billion. We came down off of that and went to 50.6. We came down off of that, and now we're at $50.25 billion. Hell, we were okay at 49.999 if the Senate could get the votes. They could not. Time is up. We got to pass a budget. We got to fund our schools. We got to fund our senior programs. We got to fund DHS. We got to fund healthcare. Time is up. And so, y'all need more time to read it? If you telling me more time to read it is going to get you to a yes, cool. We could do that. But what I subject is that even with more time, there are going to be very few people who are going to still say yes, even after the time. So let's just say you just don't want to vote for it. And that's not you. That's okay. But here's what people need to understand. We're here. We can do this. It is literally about the will of the people to get it done. And so for me, we're going to move forward with this amendment because it's 100 days late. We're not the federal government. We're not dysfunctional like them. I think we should show the people of Pennsylvania that we're not. And so, did you have something else? You're good. Go ahead.
I think just to emphasize the point that I was trying to make is that, we don't know where these revenues are going to come from. We don't know what policy is in this. As I stated, moving forward, we can continue those negotiations to deliver a product that benefits all Pennsylvania residents. This is closer. I will say that. We've had Senate Bill 160 since August 13th. Here we are in October. Yes, it's 100 days. That doesn't mean we should quit the process to deliver a product that is quality for all Pennsylvanians. Thank you.
We aren't quitting, Chairman, but we have to move forward. This bill, unamended, is a cut. You and I both know that. It's last year's numbers. I said earlier at a press conference, well, I'm told I shouldn't incriminate myself about my cheating in 9th grade math class. But Mr. Warshaw was here when I got sworn in this year, so I think he forgave me for my cheating in homeroom. But the bottom line is this. It's a copy and paste budget. You and I both know that. That's what we do in May as a part of the process to move the process forward, not in August. And so we got to move, and that is what we're going to do with Amendment A 01873. Please call the roll.
Chairman Harris,
Yes.
Abney, Bellman,
Yes.
Brennan, Curry,
Yes.
Fleming, Friel, Gallagher, Guzman, Khan, Kincaid, Kozarowski, Mattson, Malagari, Mays,
Yes.
Mullins, Salisbury, Sanchez, Siegel,
Yes.
Waxman,
Yes.
Webster, Young, Chairman Struzzi,
No, all Republicans will be voting in the negative on the amendment.
Seeing that the ayes have it, Amendment A 01873 has been adopted. Before this committee now is Senate Bill 160 as amended by A 01873. Is there any discussion on the bill as amended?
No discussion.
Seeing none, will there be any negative votes?
All Republicans will be voting in the negative on the amended version of Senate Bill 160.
Sure.
I am positive.
Give you one more chance. Oh, all right. All of the Democrats will vote in the affirmative. Seeing that the ayes have it, Senate Bill 160 will pass this committee as amended by A 01873 and return to the full floor of the House of Representatives. Chair calls up Senate Bill 315. Before this committee is Senate Bill 315. Senate Bill 315 has an amendment A 01868. Before this committee is that amendment A 01868. Is there any discussion on the amendment?
Yes, on this amendment, Mr. Chairman, just as the previous amendment, we are still trying to process everything that is included. This is the school code bill, and so therefore, we cannot support this amendment at the current time.
All right. Call the roll.
Chairman Harris,
Yes.
Abney, Bellman,
Yes, all the Democrats will vote in the affirmative.
Chairman Struzzi,
No, all Republicans will be voting in the negative on the amendment.
Seeing that the ayes have it, Amendment A 01868 is adopted. Before this committee now is Senate Bill 315 as amended by A 01868. Is there any discussion on the bill as amended?
No discussion.
Are there any negative votes?
Yes, on Senate Bill 315, all Republicans will be voting in the negative.
Not one.
Not one.
You sure you could change your vote? And you give me one. You could be the one vote. I think you could do it. You can do it. As my man Captain Planet used to say, the power is yours.
Indeed, indeed. But at this time, we will be voting in the negative.
All right. All of the Democrats will vote in the affirmative. Seeing that the ayes have it, Senate Bill 315, as amended, will pass this committee and be referred back to the floor of the House of Representatives. Seeing that there is no further business before this committee, This committee meeting does stand adjourned.